Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here. An episode of Warcraft 2, Battle.net Edition? Battle.net? What? It doesn't matter. Welcome. This is another one of those classic RTSs that I just love to get back into. And I found my old discs. Obviously, well, I'm playing it. This is all legit, real. I don't have it hacked or anything. Also the music, so you can tell I have the CD audio. Anyway, I just wanted to get into a custom scenario. I like to be the humans because of the paladin healing ability. One opponent is fine. I like forest tile set the best. Resources, I don't care. Whatever. Units, one peasant only is fine. I guess this is one of those games that has been like the bread and butter of a lot of the RTSs that you see today. And what I really mean by that is there's a lot of core components, a lot of core mechanics in this that really, it's like, oh yeah, I see that in like whatever game, you know, I see that mechanic. It's always fun to go back to these older games and really see, you know, what RTSs were at a more simple time. So let's go with the yakking, let's get cracking.
Lord. Alright.
And oddly enough, I know all the tooltips and hotkeys on this. Fog of War off. Thank you very much. So this is how Warcraft used to start off. You just started with a single peasant or peon depending on your race or your background. No, actually races are appropriate here because it's humans versus orcs. Is there a way to speed up? No, there isn't. It's been a while. Now, this game has its own console. It's a message. Yak, yak, yak. And that gets sent to everybody, but that's also how you input cheats. And I'll show you a cheat, oh, excuse me, a little later if I remember. There's one cheat I always know and I've always memorized. It's called Disco. And it plays an up-tempo beat of the music, and it puts it on repeat. So I'm going to do it during like the middle of the or the end of the match, because you're probably going to get sick as crap of it. Even though I really enjoy it. So if you're not familiar at all with the Warcraft franchise, this is the Warcraft I know. When people play World of Warcraft, that's all cool, but this is where my Warcraft really started. The RTS, build, expand, exploit, no, you know, build up a base, get set up, get some troops, get wrecking. Come on, hurry up, peon is taking forever. Peasant, that's right. Now, if you know anything about Blizzard games, is if you click on any of the units enough, you'll actually piss them off. And I don't like to use too heavy language, but they get pissed. That is how it's written in the code. That is how their audio comes through. It's like acknowledgement 1, acknowledgement 2, acknowledgement 3 when you click on them, and then they have a few commands that they'll say, or things they'll say when you give them a command, and that sort of a thing. But when you piss them off is really when you click on them too much. So let's get going. I need money. We're gonna get some refining, or not refining, we're gonna get some gold coming through, and then I'll probably cheese off my soldiers and such. Oh god, you're gonna spawn up there? Awesome. So this is all about timing. The opponents have started at the exact same level we have, one peon or peasant, whatever their race is, and that's it. So we're gonna have to be quick to get this going on. And this is also back in the day when there wasn't better resolution. This is probably 640 by 480. Super duper. Yeah. Good enough. I just kind of wanted to show that, yeah, this is the legit Warcraft 2. Now, instead of the Command & Conquer games where you worry about electricity or power or whatever, you worry about food. And this is how, like, even StarCraft is built up. There's a food cap. And that's what you have to pay attention to. You either have to build more farms. In this case, it's farms. It's either wheat farms or pig farms, depending on your race or whatever. But in the other StarCraft games, or in the StarCraft games, I should say, it's control, or it's overlord, overmind control, or it's supplies. So every faction in StarCraft has their own way to do it. Races also, I guess I should just say.
Ready to serve. Alright.
Get going. Get the gold. Main 3 resources in here, if you're not familiar, are gold, lumber, and oil. Then also, I guess you consider food a resource as well. But they each are used for different things. Gold is the most used. for structures and recruitment of units. Lumber is used for structures themselves also, and also some upgrades. Oil is used for upgrades and ships. I don't know if we're going to get to ships. I haven't had 2 seconds to look at the whole map, but we will in a minute once we get our barracks. I'm going to get another farm going on, another peasant. Looks like we'll have enough money to get both started at the same time, just about. Farm first, though. Not enough lumber. Okay, right. Sue me. It has been a while since I played. Lumber mill. Okay. Just gonna leave you to do that. My hand is in the absolute wrong spot for the keyboard. I need to concentrate on hotkeys. WASD does nothing. This was a game where, yeah, you could use the arrow keys to scroll, which is not helpful whatsoever for your hand, but that's okay. I'm gonna cap out my meat, my supply, my food, with enough peasants and peons to get working. I keep calling them peons, they're peasants! I don't know why I'm saying it wrong. Of all the years I've played this game in the past, I'm now just saying it wrong. Why don't you just come down there and get working?
Ready to serve. Yes, me lord.
Now, one of the tricks with this game is you can overpopulate. The unit does not take from the food until it's created. So that's a thing to note. So you can actually get like 3 or 4 barracks and just have them all build up right away, and you'll go overboard. Come on.
Job's done. Okay.
Yeah, one of the most simplest things you can screw up is not having enough production. So getting enough peasants to work as soon as we can is pretty doggone important. And I just need to wait for it. There we go. Barracks time. Boom. And I just need gold for my very basic unit, the foot soldier. So that'll be perfect. One more for wood, and then we're gonna get as much gold in as possible. Barracks take a while to build. Barracksai? Either way, those are structures that are going to take a couple of seconds to get fired up. So by the time it's ready, I should be good to go with plenty of gold. And I'm hoping I can get enough lumber in here so I can get another farm. There we go. Perfect. Get him in. Thank you. Now, like I said, the AI is exactly at the same foothold we are. No cheats. I just said one opponent, so I didn't, there's no real difficulty level or anything with this. I'm really hoping I can build another barracks, like, immediately. Probably not. They're sitting on a good chunk of change right now. And the food, of course. There we go. Quiet, phone. Get harvesting. Another barracks. Thank you. Phone, you got a hush. Forgot to put you in hush mode. And F for foot soldier. Units are regarded in level, and all their stats are broken down here. As you level them up, meaning get them better gear, they'll become more powerful, but when you click on an enemy, you can't see all his stats, but what you can see is his level. So that gives you a really good idea of exactly what they've got going on. You. Farm. You, farm. Pretty soon we should start seeing some attacks from the enemy, and I want to be ready. I like rushing a little bit, not like with this, but I like counter-rushing. Does that make sense? They'll attack me, and then I'll immediately counter-attack them. I've got my eyes on that minimap like crazy. Nope, don't like it. Oh, that's right, you don't get a full refund back. Ouch. Ouch, man. Ouch. Whatever. That's okay. The next thing I want to build is a lumber yard. That's going to give a lumber mill. That's going to give us some upgrades for... Oh, boy. Get wrecked. Alright, I'm going to wait for a few more guys. What was I just saying? The lumber mill is going to give us upgrades for our archers, but the cool thing about it is it's going to give us a bonus to lumber harvesting, which is pretty darn cool. Also, it acts as a waypoint. So my lumber workers will just go here to drop off that booty. That booty. Oh, that booty. Another thing we can work on is an upgrade to keep, which takes our town hall and upgrades it a level. What that'll do for us is that'll give us better gold harvesting as well. It'll give us a small bonus to every shipment that comes in. Yeah, the very second we get attacked, I'm counter-attacking like crazy. One of you guys. You. Right there, please. You. Now, in the olden days of Warcraft, you can only select so many units. The original StarCraft only allowed you to select 12 units as well, which gets really annoying, especially if you want to do something like a Zerg rush. And the counterattack. Get ready, jerkbag, because I'm going to run you through. Get them! Alright, they're level 1s. This is a fairly even match. My guys are level 1s, so are theirs. Get wrecked! And upgrade to a defensive scout tower. Woof. The language is strong in me. Scout tower. Are we out of gold? No, we're still going.
Yes, my lord.
I don't know where they came from, so I'm just going down this dumb path here.
Yes, my lord. At once, sire, as you wish.
Now, as you can tell already, if you haven't, there are some very obvious weaknesses to my economy. Having the peasants running around a bunch are a very big weakness. If I can murder up those peasants, or I found that they're orcs, so if I can murder up their peons, this is going to be 100 times easier in the long run, because I'm just going to shut down their economy. Yep, found you. Move out. Now swarm them. Okay, move around. Axe thrower, get him. That's their equivalent to the archer. So if you see in the upper right, it says 26 of 25. I've gone over my food supply, which is a neat way to get extra troops, but I've got to build more farms to get around that now. Okay, now they're level 2s, so they are slightly stronger than I am. The thing that gets really tricky is when I can't even talk. When you have level 1s and they're cracking level 5s. That's what can get really dicey really fast. And what I like to do is just put my guys in hold formation or stand ground right in between their gold mine and their HQ. So my guys are going to get a couple of swings in every time they pass. Just like that. Not insta-murder, but we're going to get some serious damage in that's really going to slow them down. Get that guy. Get that guy. I still have a couple guys at home because I don't know if they've spread out. If I know the AI at all, and I like to think I do, they have not spread out at all. So let's do our upgrades and keep playing as if we're losing. Upgrade to keep. Yep, this is where we upgrade arrow damage for our archers, which we are not yet. I kind of feel dumb if this gets ended too quickly, so let's just script some of their farms and then we'll move on. Cool. Shields upgraded. Not enough gold. Come on, a little more gold. Thank you. Now we can click on our guys, and the plus shows exactly the bonus, so +2 armor. Works out pretty nice. And everyone's upgraded instantaneously. You don't have to upgrade each individual unit. Once you pay for the upgrades at all, new shields are brought to the battlefield. And I always like my guys to last longer and be able to suck more damage, so that's why I'll usually go defensively. I'll go for shields and stuff like that first.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes. As you wish. At once, sire.
Yeah, we're gonna let him live. I'd like to enjoy the tech tree at least a little bit. But let's just get right in here. Hold ground. There we go. That'll slow you guys down a bit.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Good, now we've got a fresh army ready to go. See, that's why I always say, play as if you're losing. I want to make sure we are ready with everything we need to move up. And move on. Let's see. Can I, yeah, same as StarCraft rules, you can't build stuff too close. Yeah, just neuter them up a little bit. Cool. So, let's click on our keep. This shows we have +10 gold and +25 lumber for every run that comes in. That's really going to stock up really, really fast. And the tech tree is really simple in this game as well. Now that we've upgraded our keep, well, we needed a blacksmith. So now that we have the blacksmith, we built our keep. And now that we have a keep, we can build a church. Hi, how you doing? Oh no, we can build stables, and then the stables gets upgraded. The castle can be upgraded. No, hang on. The keep can be upgraded to a castle. There we go. Now I can talk. And then once that's done, then we can build the church, which will get us knights, and then knights into paladins, and lots of good stuff. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you. Holy Christ. Okay, screw up the barracks, screw up the blacksmith. And I think they get all their bonuses regardless if the blacksmith is alive or not. So maybe that doesn't even matter, but whatever. We'll figure it out. 70,000 gold right there. Awesome. And it's guard tower. So the two types of towers are guard towers and cannon towers. Guard towers can shoot in the air, and cannon towers can not. Stables unlocks knights for me. You guessed how good they are. They are pretty sweet. And then Gnomish Adventure gives us Dwarven demo squads and flying machines. I built a flying machine.
Yes, my lord.
Alright. Now, I don't have to upgrade the town hall. It'll already have all the benefits from the other structure. The other keep we have here. Very soon I want that to become castle-like. I've got the flying machine! Oh, we didn't piss off anybody. Right. Hey, come over here. How you doing? What's your name? Don't care. Guess what? I'm gonna piss you off.
Lord, ready to serve. Hello. What is it? Oh, what?
Oh, what?
Now what? Moloch? Leave me alone. I don't want to do this.
Stop touching me.
I'm not listening. Yes?
Oh, okay, that was it.
Lord?
We'll go through the foot soldiers as well, because those guys are mighty good fun.
Okay.
My lord, your command.
Hi.
Yes?
Hi.
At your service.
Very good.
Make up your mind. Are you still touching me?
Yep.
Don't you have a kingdom to run?
I do, but I'm on break right now, so I can keep touching you.
I do have work to do.
You do, really?
Join the army, they said. See the world, they said. I'd rather be sailing.
Yep.
At your service.
That's iconic. And every one of them...
Yes?
Hey, guys, get in there. It's really cool, because every one of them has, like, some pissed off comments to say. If you go to the boats, if you get a navy out there, it'll be, like, the same thing. Like, now that he's sailing, now he's equally mad about that being a thing. But anyway, Gnomish Flying Machine, very straightforward. Lets you see everything. Later on with Knights, that'll actually be obsoleted, but that's okay. Castle's coming online.
Yes, alright.
You can kind of see that stuff doesn't take a really huge footprint, but once you really get started, it gets really out of hand really fast.
Yes, me lord. What is it? Yes, me lord.
I like to do this sort of a thing. Very good. And let's just build a lumberyard. I don't really care. Over here is fine. Knights! The next level up, which is excellent. And these guys are going to be great once we get a church and healing abilities and such and everything. Now, I know I've been letting them harvest for a little bit here. I kind of don't care with how long it's taken them to get stuff, but let's beat them down a little bit more.
Yes, my lord. At
Yes,
your
my
service.
Job's done.
Yes, my lord.
Job's done. Job's done.
Yes, my lord.
It's all about timing to get ahead of the game with this AI. The AI is pretty good at their job. Just bang them up a bit. Now, the trick of the thing, like in most strategy games, is to just really get as much of the resource as possible. Don't save the resource. Get some more troops out there, really get going on, really harvest it up.
At your service. Yes? Yes, my lord.
Ready to serve.
Yes, sire.
There we go. That's pretty good. And they have a few more gold collectors and they're completely stuck, which is hilarious. Hilarious.
Alright. What is it?
Your orders?
Me lord. Alright.
Yes? My lord?
Alright, now that we've beaten him up a bit, once this barracks goes away, I want to do the disco cheat. Oh, there's oil.
My lord.
Oil, just like many other resources, is finite, but the bigger thing is to really get to it before your enemy does. So, let's cheat, shall we? You've heard some of the music by now.
Your command, my lord.
Disco-fied.
I'm a medieval man.
Oh, hang on.
I'm a medieval man.
I'm a medieval man. Oh, so many good memories.
Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
And now that I cheated, it's on loop. But not bad, right? It was a simpler time way back when. Little stuff like that really mattered. You know, like the little stuff. Like a cheat that just changes the music. But now that I cheated, it will say on my banner when I win, because I'm totally gonna win, that I cheated. But anyway, I at least wanted to get to church so I could train my paladins, because paladins provide healing, and healing is awesome. Yeah, this is even well before, like, waypoints coming out of your facilities was, like, really set up either. Like, this is well before that. Cool. Almost everything's pretty well upgraded. Our warriors, or at least our foot soldiers, are maxed out. Our knights are maxed out, except for their actual paladin abilities. And I at least want to get that far. We're not going to get to mazardry. I was going to say mage wizardry. Mazadry. We're not going to get to Mazadry, but that's okay. At least hotkeys exist, so that's a good thing. Yeah, they just have never been able to fully recover after I beat the crap out of them, and I guess what's been happening is you can see their numbers are rebuilding, they're building farms. The AI is good, it's not great. But I've built some maps in Warcraft 2. I've actually sat down way back when in the day and actually built a couple of maps, and the AI is good, but it is not great. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Research healing. Now that they are paladins, they get a spell called Holy Vision. I'll show you what this does. It dispels a crap ton of shroud for free at the cost of magic, which just regenerates over time. A lot of the abilities are done that way in this game. If they have an ability like that, it's just they have a magic bar, that magic bar fills, certain spells require a certain amount, just like in StarCraft where it's energy. So you could have like your ghosts just sitting doing nothing, but they're still gaining more energy. So that kind of a thing. We're now sitting on crap tons of cash. I'm a medieval man. So researching healing, we're gonna get exorcism next, which is important because the orcs can actually summon living dead people. Yeah, sure. Upgrade our archers a bunch. Sure, get exorcism. The main thing I wanted was this.
Yes, sire. Your command.
There we go. Not too bad. Bit of free health.
My lord. Yes.
But this is always a fun game I like to crack open once in a while. Give you an idea of some of the ropes, I hope. And they're rebuilding their barracks. Let's just beat the crap out of them.
My lord. Yes. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Really, anywhere's going to be good. Just hold position. Yep. Now, there's a bunch of units we haven't even touched. So, don't get me wrong. If ever you find this game at a discounted price, I would recommend it. Even to play through the campaign or whatever. I've had a lot of fun with that. Let's see, we also have griffins, which are, well, dragons that are made out of bird. We also have mage towers, and, of course, the shipyard, which we haven't even touched. But no really need to. When you start off, you get enough oil to get the job done. But anyway.
Work completed.
Alright,
Work completed.
right, yes.
Yes, sire. Your orders. Yes, yes. My
Oh, they actually got all the way to level 5. Good on them.
Yes, my lord. As you wish. Yes.
As long as you don't completely hose up their economy, they'll do a pretty good job running you in. The trick is to be quick, and as long as you're moving at least a little faster than they are, no problem.
Yes.
Yeah, we're sitting on boatloads now.
At once, sire.
We're sitting on a gluttonous amount of money.
Yes, your orders. Yes, sire.
Hello. Alright. What is it? Job's done.
I like to spread out my farms and such. Same thing with my power plants in Command & Conquer. Make sure that I'm not all sitting one base is full of power, and then if I lose that main base, I'm completely hosed. I think I've got to kill every structure and every peon. So just stay right there. Perfect.
At your service. At your service.
Wow, that's a weird graphical bug or whatever.
My lord.
Get in there.
At your service.
Job's done.
Sometimes it's just way easier to just tell your guys to stop, as opposed to giving them targets. Because then they'll actually attack whatever comes up. As opposed to you misclicking over and over again, it's a real show. Real blank show. Oh, I was gonna upgrade whatever. Hey, I win! Victory! And, of course, rank cheater. But even this early of a game had a really nice breakdown of all the stats and everything. They got 4 of my guys, I got all theirs. The Burning Blade clan versus the Nation of Stormguard. Yeah. I don't really have too much else to say. Like I said, this is one of those earlier RTSs that a lot of the current ones are based off of. Same thing with like Command & Conquer and everything else. Like when you really see these older games and how they're played out, you can really see like, oh yeah, that's how control groups really started to kick off and everyone started doing it. Or using WASD to scroll the maps or hotkeys or all that. It's really cool to see that. So anyway, thanks for joining me guys. My name's John Megacycle. This has been Warcraft 2 BattleNet Edition. I'm out, and I'll see you next time.